Am I the asshole for not personally informing my dad every time we run out of milk? Hello Reddit. I, 21, am currently living with my parents at home to save on room and board for college. I am a full-time student, work 20+ hours a week, and consistently contribute to household chores and tasks. As a family we drink a lot of milk and go through it pretty fast. My mom, 53F, has always been the one to get the groceries, but since I got my license in high school, I have as well. It is rare for my dad to get family groceries. My dad, 50M, is very picky about food, and for as long as I can remember, gets very upset if he doesn't have the right drink with his food. If we have pizza, he needs Coca-Cola. If we have any dessert, he needs milk. Growing up, when we ran out of one of these drinks, it would upset him. Sometimes he would slam the front door as he left, sometimes he would leave without a word. My mom was always hurt by it, and it always confused me. Why couldn't he just drink water? Well, it snowed bad this week, but I was able to dig my car out of the snow and pick up some drink items. I got juice and some milk. Fast forward to yesterday. Mom got sick, but works remote. We ran out of milk as well as other items making breakfast and coffee, so I updated our grocery app. I get out to my car and it won't start. She was running a meeting, so I text to let them know I needed to take her car, which was fine with her. It's 9 o'clock, and my dad is still asleep. He was off work. It's 11:30, I've been enjoying a lovely day at work. My dad hadn't responded to any of the family messages, but I received this text from him. Can you please let me know when you drink the last of the milk so I can plan accordingly for my meals? He hadn't acknowledged my car troubles or that I was at work. He woke up 4 hours after the rest of us on his day off, which is fine. I respond, hello, good morning to you too. I understand that you're frustrated. Mom or I are planning to go to the grocery store after work today. I made it to work safely and am having a nice day. Hope you enjoy your day off. His response, I'm sorry if that sounded rude. I didn't mean for it to. I would really like your help with that issue. I'm glad you made it safe to work. Have a good day. Fair enough. I followed up by sharing the updates I made to our grocery app. But Reddit, this is what I wanted to say to him. Thank you. I'm not sure what the issue is. I was raised to not cry over spilled milk. I am not responsible for helping you plan your meals. When we run out of my favorite drinks, I drink water and go on with my day because they are a luxury, not an essential to survive. That's more than most people have in this world, and I'm grateful. Are you? I always want to give the benefit of the doubt, and be open to the idea that I am missing something. But I feel like there's something wrong with this behavior. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for drinking the last of the milk and not telling my dad immediately, when he is fully capable of buying groceries himself, or drinking water when it's needed? Sounds like your household needs to have an extra gallon at all times instead of just one, when the extra is opened by another. Do the same for anything else. Keep a 2L or 12 pack of Coke on hand, when it gets opened by another. Don't know why this has been an issue for a lifetime when the answer seems so simple and obvious. Edit. I am definitely blaming Dad for not figuring this out, but we don't have access to him, thus my advice is to the daughter to suggest the household change. As the family meal planner, if I know I purchased an ingredient and it's gone when I go to use it, it's very frustrating. When something runs out, yes, you let the grocery buyer know or write it on a list or something. Not the asshole people in these comments are interesting. I've dealt with the same weird dynamics at home to a much lesser degree. He is an adult. WHO can go buy milk at any time and ask to not have others drink it. You and your mom can share some and figure that out in your grocery shopping when you two are low. Confusing as to why at this point he hasn't figured out a way to be thankful or self-reliant about his own needs. Not your job. Info. Does he have access to THR grocery app? You are the asshole. I don't see a problem with his text. When you addressed it he apologized for sounding rude. However, it sounds like you just don't like the fact that he does things a certain way and you don't. He asked you, an adult, nicely to let him know if you drink the last of one of the drinks you know that he will be needing later. Yes, I say needing. He's been this way your entire life and now you want to make it a problem. Sounds like it annoys you, so you want him to be the problem. He didn't even ask you to go pick it up, just to inform him if you drink the last of it. If you're so keen on drinking water, then don't drink the drinks that are a must for him and it lasts him longer anyways. Sorry, but you are the asshole. You are the asshole. His text was totally fine, a reasonable request. Your response was so dramatic and passive-aggressive. You should let people know when you've finished the last of an item you know matters to them. Am I the asshole? I refused to keep loaning a roommate money for dress clothes for a funeral. I'm 38-year-old physically disabled male currently living in a group home until I can regain my mobility and independence. Over the past year or so I've developed a friendship with another resident who isn't great at managing their money. I'm the type of guy who likes helping people and people go to seeking advice or at least support. Over that time I loaned him about $600. He'd make some payments but often ask for that amount back within a week. I eventually put my foot down and stopped loaning him money. Then one of his 3 daughters was killed, then the second died from an illness. I gave him more money in loans and gifts to help him with these extraordinary times. I probably loaned him about $150 and gave him $100 for travel to see his family and help with a headstone and flowers. A week ago his last remaining daughter's son died of COVID and I gave him another $110 loan for travel and funeral expenses, but he still wants more. I'm on fixed income right now and will probably be for at least the next year and a half. I've basically written this money off in my mind, but I feel I can't just keep throwing money to him. Right now he wants money for dress clothes or says he won't go to his grandson's services. It's tearing his daughter up and it feels like the emotional blackmail he's used against me before when he keeps telling me a true friend would help. My family say I'm in the right cutting him off, but it hurts my heart. I just need people unconnected to the situation to give me their opinion. Thank you all for reading this and your thoughts. Update. Thank you all for your kind words and the reality checks on if these deaths are real. It's funny how those happened after he couldn't manipulate me in other ways. He is cut off. I do have records of what he owes me, but I'll never get it back. I'll just have to think of it as good karma and a lesson, but try not to let it harden my heart, just make me smarter in who I believe. I still want to be the loving, caring guy, the first. I'm just not so trusting. It's something I've done many times before and helped a lot of people but been burned a lot too. I get told much of what you all told me by friends and family, but I need it from people who don't know me for me to believe it's true and not just something they have to say. Thank you all again. Not the asshole. What did he wear to the other funerals? This is definitely manipulation. Or says he won't go to his grandson's services. That is not your responsibility. If he wants to go to honor his grandson, the clothes certainly are not the most important part. You have already given money towards his ability to attend. If he chooses not to go because of clothing and not because he is unable to go, that is a choice he is making. That should not be on your conscience. I don't want to sound heartless, but did they definitely die, or did the guy find a new way to get money from you? It strikes me as totally unbelievable that he has had that many deaths in his family in such a short period of time. You might start by asking him to see a copy of their obituaries. My guess is that there are 0 obituaries because no one died. Stop giving him money. You're being used. Not the asshole. You're being taken advantage of. Not another dime unless it's a gift you're willing to make, without being asked, and can afford. His daughter can accept him at the funeral as is, or buy him clothes herself. Not the asshole. I know you feel bad and you want to help, but he is taking advantage of you. Let him wear what he wore to the other funeral, or let him ask someone else for the money. He has a family, they can help him. He is definitely using emotional blackmail on you. You have given him way too much money already. Time to stop. He'll find someone else to drain, or he'll get told no. My gut reaction to this is the guy is lying. Did you see obituaries for any of these people? I'm sorry to be such a cynic, but this guy seems like a con man taking advantage of your good nature. Would I be the asshole if I told my partner his friend can't use our home bathroom anymore? My 26F partner, 30M, has 2 friends and business partners, also 30M, who come to our house a few times a week to work, hold meetings, etc. The office they use is downstairs and has a bathroom, which is also our only common area bathroom. 9 times out of 10, my partner and I are using this bathroom, and it is the only bathroom that other guests use when they come over. Every time that one of these guys comes over, our bathroom smells like a fishy sewer for days afterward. Every single time. We keep recocking the toilet, but it doesn't even matter because the next time he comes over, it's back. Both of these men are significantly heavier than us, but one of them lived with us for the better part of a year and we never had this issue. Friend number 2 must be doing something extra on the toilet that's causing this, right? My partner feels uncomfortable saying anything to him about it, understandably, but we are both disgusted even standing in our own bathroom. It feels dirty and nauseating and takes days for the smell to fade. Would I be the asshole if I banned him from using our home bathroom? Would I be the asshole if I put a sign up in the bathroom indirectly addressing the issue? This all feels ridiculous for my own home bathroom, but I'm at a loss. Lol. ETA. We called the plumber today and they're coming next week to check it out. Saluting face. Also adding, this man does not smell otherwise, so it's not a hygiene thing. We are not aware of any medical issue, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And it's not clearly a poop smell or pee smell. It's distinct. We don't think he's wiping out the bathroom every time he comes over. YWBTA. Unfortunately, you can't have guests in your home and refuse to allow them to use the restroom. If these are work colleagues, business partners of your partner, that would look bad. What I don't understand is if this keeps happening, why doesn't your partner find alternative venues for these work meetings? Also, it would be prudent to bring it up, because nobody should leave a fishy smell behind in the restroom. He sounds like he has a medical issue he needs to get checked. I'd have a plumber look into this. No matter what that dude does in there, it should not have a lingering odor like you describe. We had that issue and it turned out to be a plumbing issue. Something about the septic toilet vent. I think the best way to handle this is for your partner and his friends, co-workers to find elsewhere to work, hold meetings, etc. If you want to approach it gently, just tell them you're having work done on your bathroom and can no longer host. Can't they meet at a coffee shop? Can't one of the other people host now? Sad to say, if you proceed forward with your plan as it stands, YWBTA. If the caulk seal is separating, the toilet is not seated dead flat, allowing movement. A broken seal allows sewer gases into the room. I would call a plumber, or do it yourselves if you have the skills, have him pull the toilet, have him replace the wax ring, gasket, reseat and recaulk. Make sure to explain the problem to the plumber, so that specific problem is fixed. It sounds as if this guy has enough weight to rock the toilet away from the caulk, breaking the seal. A lot of public toilets actually have a stabilizing bar running from the pedestal to the wall to prevent just this issue. Maybe one of those would help. You are the asshole. You have a problem with your bathroom that you need to get fixed. The plumber may find a dangerous issue like sewer gassing seeping in. The guest who did whatever he did may have saved your life by exposing the problem. Bottom line, pun intended, if your toilet can't be used by certain people, it is the toilet's fault, not the person's fault. Does your husband never visit this man's home? Surely you would know for sure if it's him if his own home smells the same. Am I the asshole for expecting my mother-in-law to pay for new carpet? My mother-in-law, wife's mom, initiated a divorce from her second husband late in 2022. NC law requires couples to live separately for a year before divorce proceedings can occur. She asked to move into our house, which gave her our bonus room. This room is a 12 by 24 room, with carpet, a closet, full bathroom for herself attached to the room. She moved into our house on December 31, 22 and began paying rent, $500 per month for the first year. Then she volunteered an extra $100 per month for the second year to cover Netflix access and increases in WA dues and utilities. She just moved out last month into her new home. My wife and I knew we needed our flooring downstairs replaced, and we wanted to go ahead and do our stairs, main hallway, primary bedroom. The bonus room we had decided to also get done, since the carpet had been lived on 24/7 for 2 years. My mother-in-law worked from home, so she essentially spent her time in that room working, relaxing, or sleeping. She also had a dog with her. We felt it wasn't right to charge her the cost of the upgraded flooring we wanted, so we asked the flooring estimator to send us a separate price for similar carpet in the bonus room so that we could present that price to her. We were told the LVP option was $2,500. The carpet option was $1,400. We advised her of the $1,400 in November, and told her it wasn't expected up front, nor would we ask for it after she closed on her new home. We were willing to work with her on it. Flash forward a month and she's moved out, and she asks to speak with us about the carpet payment. She isn't sure why she's being asked to pay $1,400 when she thought it was our plan all along to change the flooring anyways. Mind you, this carpet was new and used as a toddler playroom for about an hour each day prior to her arrival. She and I decided to agree to reduce it to $500 because she felt she should have been able to at least get the carpets cleaned, which would have cost $500. We denied this request initially because we knew that carpet cleaning wasn't going to remove the wear and tear of her existence. Well, once we agree on $500, she asks about the $100 I had agreed to refund her for some car work I had done. I agreed to it and figured we were done. Next, my wife finds out about this agreement and immediately calls her mom to discuss in frustration. Her mom decides to oblige to $1,400 but then begins to say how she incurred extra costs from her car repairs because I wasn't able to fix her car, and that it should cover her $1,400. She also mentioned that her extra $100 per month should have covered the cost as well, even though that was never agreed upon. Of course, since this all happened right before the holidays, we just agreed to accept $400. We've seen each other a few times without issue, but there's still some bitterness, especially with the comments about how she now had to pay a bigger sum of money for her car repairs. Am I the asshole? I must be missing something here. Your mother-in-law moved in with you and paid you rent. And you also want her to cover the cost of replacing the carpet in the room she occupied? Why would your mother-in-law be responsible for the cost of replacing carpet that you, the homeowners, want to replace? Is she benefiting somehow from the new flooring? You've treated her as a tenant, she paid rent, and if you'd wanted her to address the flooring, you could have asked her, ahead of time, to cover the cost of carpet cleaning when she moved out. I'm glad we're not related. This seems a transactional way to treat a family member. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. Rent covers normal wear and tear. Security deposit covers exceptional damage outside of normal. She was in the space for 2 years as a renter. Since this is now a business transaction to you, the litmus test is whether or not your claim would hold up in small claims court. I don't think you have anything to stand on unless you could demonstrate that mother-in-law willfully damaged the carpet. Not a legal professional. You are the asshole. I thought this was going to be a post about your mother-in-law having raucous red wine parties in her room on new carpet. She rented a room for $600 and after normal wear and tear you expect her to pay the full amount of the carpet you were already planning to replace? Make it make sense. What a way to ruin a relationship. Hope it's worth it. Hashtag you are the asshole. You and your wife sound like awful opportunists that are after everything you can get. You are the asshole. You're already replacing the flooring. If she didn't damage the existing carpet at all, she doesn't need to pay for your upgrade. Plus, she was ready to help clean the carpet but you wouldn't let her. That's on you. Spend your own money. You are the asshole. Give your head a shake. You entered into a landlord-tenant situation with Mill. Repeat after me. Regular wear and tear is the responsibility of the landlord. Say it again. Regular wear and tear is the responsibility of the landlord. The absolute most you could have asked is for her to have the carpets cleaned. If you didn't want the room lived in, you shouldn't have rented it out. If the dog was going to be a problem, you should have collected a non-refundable pet deposit prior to her moving in. Putting the cost of your home renos on your Mill? I'm embarrassed for you.